I'm going to ask question 5.
And I will answer question 5 with question 18, with your permission, Mr. Speaker. More than 15% of global shipping tariff passes through the Red Sea, making it one of the most important strategic waterways in the world. Overall, a whopping 12% of global trade volumes uses this trade route, and my department is monitoring the impacts of the events in the Red Sea closely, previously as the shipping minister and now as the Minister for Advanced Manufacturing. This is very important to industry. We are working to equip UK businesses with the tools that they need to deal with global supply chain issues. Just last week, I published the world's first ever critical imports and supply chain strategy, the world's first, in collaboration with industry. The strategy includes making the UK government a centre of excellence for supply chain analysis and risk assessment, supporting our status, Mr. Speaker, as the world's 8th largest manufacturer. This will help UK business build secure and reliable supply chains vital to the UK's economy, national security and the delivery of our essential services.
I'm sure it doesn't need to ask a question with what you read out. Come on, Sir Michael.
Think of one, Mr. Speaker. So, as my honourable friend has said, we're the 8th largest manufacturer in the world. And where is the centre of manufacturing? It is, of course, the West Midlands. What advice is my honourable friend giving to people like Andy Street, for example, Mr. Speaker, about what can be done to support businesses in the West Midlands overcome what I hope is a temporary difficulty?
My honourable friend has hit so many markers in that question. Absolutely right that the West Midlands and Birmingham in particular is the heart of advanced manufacturing. I would suggest that the Mayor catches up on the supply chain report. I'm more than happy to sit down and talk to him about that. We have worked in industry, including the automotive sector, to ensure that their supply chains can be as flexible and resilient as they can be. Of course, there are concerns about extended routes from that part of the world into Europe, but uniquely, as I mentioned earlier, we are the first country in the world to produce a strategy working with industry, ensuring that the UK continues to provide the data they need.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. At a time when we're beginning to see inflation fall, recent developments in the Red Sea are extremely concerning, not just in terms of security, but it's hugely costly to shipping too. My constituents do not want to see an increase in prices as a result of these terror attacks. Can she build on the excellent answer she gave to my honourable friend, the member for Lichfield, in reassuring businesses in my constituency that we'll do all we can to maintain the flow of goods to and from the UK?
Absolutely. The UK will always stand up for the freedom of navigation and free flow of trade, and we take threats to shipping vessels in the Red Sea extremely seriously. She's absolutely right to note that there's been an increase in cost potential, fundamentally in rates, 124% increase in freight rates, which is why we produced a strategy and we'll have a council which will continue to work with industry to make sure their supply chains are resilient and have the least amount of impact on our economy.